1999 is going down as one of the most underrated years for movies. It has beloved Disney animated movies and Tarzan to cult classics like Fight Club. 1999 had a movie for everyone. So today I'm sharing with you my top 10 favorite movies from 1999. What is up, Film Geeks? My name is Trevor. Welcome to my channel. I was born in the year 1999, so I thought it'd be fun to give you my top 10 favorite movies from every year I've been alive, starting with 1999. A lot of awesome goodies in here. Let me know your ranking down below in the comments section. What's your favorite movie from this year? And if your favorite movie isn't on my list, it's most likely because I have not seen it. There's lots of 1999 movies that I have missed out on, The Matrix being one of them. It's kind of a hot take. Let me know your list down below in the comments section. Hit the like button, subscribe button. Let's do this. Starting off at number 10, one of the longest movies I've ever witnessed in my life, The Green Mile. This movie stars the late Michael Clark Duncan, Tom Hanks. It grossed $286.8 million at the box office, and this is a movie I've watched all the time when it was on TV. Like FX or TNT, it was always playing this movie, and if I had nothing else to do, including commercials, this movie would equal to about 4.5 hours. I would sit down and watch this entire thing. A very beautiful movie that's honestly very moving and inspiring, and it gets pretty emotional towards the end. At number 9 is going to be Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, starring Liam Neeson and Ewan McGregor. This is a prequel series and a reboot for the Star Wars franchise. It's been from the 80s till 1999 to get Star Wars. This movie grossed over $1 billion. A movie from 1999 made it in the $1 billion club. Pretty remarkable stuff. This movie, when I go back and rewatch it, definitely is a little bit slower. It doesn't keep me captivated as it did when I was a kid. As a kid, I absolutely loved Jar Jar Binks. I cannot stand Jar Jar Binks now in my adult years, but Liam Neeson as Qui-Gon was one of my favorite Jedis and favorite heroes to watch on screen growing up, and I really fell in love with the character of Anakin Skywalker, who is my all-time favorite Jedi. Seeing Anakin Skywalker be like this little kid genius, I could relate to that on a huge level, though I was not a genius, but I always wanted to be a character like Anakin until I found out that, you know, what he does in Revenge of the Sith. We'll get to that another time. And Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi. This guy was so cool. I absolutely loved Obi-Wan Kenobi. And again, while this movie is a little bit slower, the pod racing scene is absolutely fantastic, and Darth Maul is easily one of the scariest villains of all time. At number 8 is going to be Office Space. This is one of my top 15 favorite comedies of all time. This movie grossed a whopping $12.2 million. While it is a little bit dark in the ways it goes, it is a very relatable movie about not liking your job. And I think everyone can kind of relate to that in a sense. A very funny movie, a movie way ahead of its time. If you have not seen Office Space, go check it out. It'll make you smile. At number 7 is Toy Story 2, grossing a whopping $511.3 million. This movie really stands out for me because we get introduced to characters of Jessie and Bullseye, and has a very good villain in this movie as well. But Jessie and Bullseye are some of my favorite Toy Story characters. I had them as toys as a kid, and the Toy Story franchise in general really hit on that. Your toys really mean something to you, and every time I watch this movie as a kid, I could always relate to that. And when I think back to it now, I always appreciate Pixar for giving me the Toy Story movies, because when I left, I was damn certain that my toys came to life. At number 6 is going to be Varsity Blues, grossing a solid $54.3 million. But this is one of my favorite football movies of all time. Paul Walker's in this movie. It has a very good cast. It is just a fun high school football time where a great high school football team with a backup quarterback taking over and taking his team to the state championship. It's very relatable, it's inspiring, and it is raunchy, and it is fun. High school football in the state of Texas where losing really isn't an option, and all they care about is winning, playing football, partying, and having a good time. A very funny, awesome high school football movie. Varsity Blues, easily one of the most underrated sports movies of all time. Breaking us into the top 5 is going to be Fight Club. The first rule about Fight Club, we don't talk about Fight Club. Fight Club grossed $101.2 million, and safe to say, this is one of the weirdest, darkest, craziest twists of a movie of all time. Edward Norton and Brad Pitt absolutely crush it in this movie, and David Fincher made one of my favorite Fincher movies in general. Edward Norton is absolutely fantastic. Brad Pitt is one of the best times we've ever seen him, and that twist at the end, if you don't know anything about it, you are going to be knocked on your ass, have no idea that it was ever coming. A great movie with a great twist, a great cast, and overall, it's just insane. At number 4 is going to be Big Daddy. I'm a diehard Adam Sandler fan, one of my favorite actors of all time, and this movie grossed a humongous $234.8 million. This is one of my favorite Adam Sandler movies in general. He's absolutely fantastic, like I think he is in every movie, including Jack and Jill. What I love about the Adam Sandler movies is that they never take themselves too seriously. At the end of the day, they always have a little bit of a meaning to their movies, and all of his good buddies are generally in these movies as well. Steve Buscemi, Kevin James, Rob Schneider, some of these people are always going to show up in a Sandman movie. movie, and that's what I love most about it. This looks like they're having a great fun time, and by the end, you almost get a little teary-eyed. At number 3, kind of a cult classic franchise, American Pie, grossing $235.5 million at the box office. What I love most about the American Pie movies is the vibe that it captures. It just feels like a bunch of high school kids trying to figure it out, trying to hang out with their friends, get with some ladies, and just have a good time. Every time I think about American Pie or I watch it, I have a huge smile on my face and just enjoy it. And the Stiffmeister, I goddamn love him. At number 2 is going to be Disney's Tarzan, grossing $448.2 million. Tarzan is one of my favorite Disney animated movies of all time. Tarzan's a very likable character, a very hilarious character trying to bend both these worlds. Two worlds, one family. Phil Collins delivers one of the best soundtracks of all time, and it is easily one of my top 10 favorite Disney animated movies of all time. But at number 1 is going to be 10 Things I Hate About You. I absolutely love coming-of-age movies, and I really love romantic comedies, and this movie happens to be one of both. Grossing $60.4 million. This is one of my top 25 favorite movies of all time, and every time I watch it, I'm reminded why I love it so much. Julia Stiles and Heath Ledger absolutely dominate in this movie, but Joseph Gordon-Levitt has always been my favorite character in this movie, just really trying to get with this girl, and he'll do it by any means necessary. A very funny movie and a great coming-of-age movie. I love these movies about kids in high school just trying to figure out their lives, because that's who I was in high school, someone trying to figure out their life. And what I really love about these movies is that there's not a huge plot involved, it's just them trying to figure it out, or have a very small plot and make that the main focal point of the movie. I love it. It is my favorite movie from 1999. Let me know your top 10 favorite movies from 1999 down below in the comments section. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. Come back next week because we will be doing my top 10 favorite movies from 2000 and so on and so forth. I'll see you guys there.